And now, the world's greatest opening review punchline.
Greetings, Alexas and me phones. This is Mad Hair Patrick. Look, everyone, a good emoji movie. This is another one of those movies that was originally going to be released in 2020, but when the pandemic hit, they decided to move it to next year and release it in theaters and on streaming. Which is a bit weird that when we see the Mitchells video record their road trip in the trailers, they take place on the exact unprecedented year and date closest to its original release. Well, if that was the case, last year was a bit more exciting. I would definitely go out and be like, prepare to be Nicolas Cage! Before all of this, it was originally going to be renamed Connected, but when Sony sold the distributor rights to Netflix, they went back to the original title. But what makes this movie stand out is that it would be produced by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Well, it's no surprise since they worked with Sony Pictures Animation before with the Cloudy movies and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let's see if this movie is worth subscribing to. This is The Mitchells vs. the Machines. The story is about a girl named Katie who is going to college, but his dad, played by Danny McBride, wants to spend some quality family time with her without being on the internet the whole time. So he comes up with a plan to take her on a road trip to her college campus. While that's going on, a technology corporation makes some robots surface, and they guarantee that none of them will ever attack anyone. Nah, just kidding, they enslave humanity. So the Mitchells must not only survive the robot takeover, but also find a way to take it down as a family. So in concept, there is nothing new about this plot. It's just your typical robot overlord story where the good guys have to stop evil machines to save the world. We all seen stuff like this like in the Terminator movies, The Matrix, X-Men Days of Future Past, and every other science fiction film and show. Even putting in the family road trip doesn't make it less predictable since we've seen this in other movies like A Goofy Movie or National Lampoon's Vacation. It makes the plot unoriginal, and we know what the outcome is going to be when it comes to this man vs. machines movie. However, there are many things that stand out to make The Mitchells vs. Machines an entertaining anime movie. The comedy. Well, I was surprised that there are many jokes that got me laughing, from the visual jokes to some of the dialogues. While there are some meme jokes that are a bit outdated and confusing, any other internet jokes are actually well executed. What's even more interesting is that it acts as a commentary on relying on technology. Since people have been so addicted to the internet, there is a chance that machines could turn against us and take us down. There's a hilarious joke where the PAL factory shuts down the Wi-Fi and everyone gets a reaction on losing the internet and everyone goes completely insane. That joke works because the people in the movie are so dependent on technology, it gives the robots an opening to capture them. Another factor that's amazing is the heart of the movie regarding the Mitchells as a family. Well, they are depicted as a dysfunctional family, but the way the plot works, it makes the Mitchells feel genuine and sometimes relatable, where we definitely want to see them achieve the goal of saving the world. They know they're not a perfect family, but they want to try to be a good family. This type of writing and comedy is almost similar to the Lego Movie, another Lord and Miller project, where in that one they emphasize so much on the Chosen One cliche, but they make it fresh and new to embrace the imagination of the Lego world with a special connection to the real world. That's what helped us connect with the characters in this movie. No pun intended. Now, on paper, there's nothing really complex about these characters. These are the kind that you might see them in something like a TV sitcom. Like Katie is a protagonist that wants to go to college and live a normal life. Aaron is Katie's brother that's so obsessed with dinosaurs. Linda is the optimistic mother that wants her family to be perfect and help Rick connect with Katie. Rick is the guy who loves nature but knows nothing about technology or the internet but is trying to have a father and daughter bonding time with Katie. Eric and Deborah 5000 are the malfunctioning robots who help the Mitchells on their quest with some comedy. And Munchie is the dog who is there to be the funny little animal sidekick to market the movie. But thanks to the execution, you do connect with the characters and have some charm. Rick, for instance, has an engaging backstory that he left his old home to raise a family and look after Katie. While he's not into online videos, social networking, and other factors of the internet, he does adapt to the changes in his life and show his support for his daughter and her short film she made. And the others, like the malfunctioning robots and Munchie, do bring in some laughs and personality. And then there's the villain of the film, Pal, who is actually an entertaining villain. She's like a parody of Siri who got so upset at being replaced with upgraded technology, she hacks into the system and tries to make a world with robots and without humans. And thanks to Olivia Colman's performance, it makes the villain much more than just an evil AI living inside a phone. A lot of people may notice that this film's animation has taken some inspiration from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where it uses 2D animation and molds into 3D. Well, it makes sense because Phil Lord and Chris Miller. This is more obvious with the character designs. They do look like 2D anime characters, yet they translate well into CGI. The only exceptions are the robots, where they're all computer animated with some round shapes. And the character animation is impressive with the expressions and making the action scenes fun to watch. With each robot or machine they encounter, it displays a lot of creativity on how they attack or counter them. Even the backgrounds are nicely laid out, from the rundown dinosaur shop, to the mall being overrun by appliances, and the Powell factory having some bright neon colors. There are even some 2D animation bits when we look into the perspective of Katie. They're well imaginative and do express how she feels, whether it be with her relationship with her family or during the robot apocalypse. It can't happen when those type of imageries would get flashy and right to your face, like with the memes, pop-ups, and bright colors, but they're pretty rare and they rely so much on big words. Now, I've seen movies that made me laugh so hard, like Monty Python, The Holy Grail, and the Deadpool movies, but this is an anime comedy I would definitely watch again. The Mitchells vs. Machines is a surprisingly funny movie I've seen in a long time. Yeah, the plot is unoriginal and predictable, but it's still enjoyable with some hilarious jokes, creative animation, and some likable and genuine characters. If you're looking for a good anime comedy movie, then you will enjoy it. I can definitely see families checking it out and connect with the Mitchells. I never thought I had a good time watching this, even after reading the movie's short premise and the first few trailers. And I'm glad this anime film surprised me for the best. I give The Mitchells vs. the Machines a B+. I'm Matt Harpatrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to update myself for some new features. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.